The Vijay Hazare Trophy, India's premier 50-over tournament domestic competition has begun, and it's going to hold a lot of importance for some of the players who will be gunning for a place in India's Champions Trophy squad that's going to be announced in a few days from now. So let's take a look at some of the performances of the players as to how they fared in the opening round of the 50-over tournament. Well, let's just begin with Shreyas Iyer here. He put on a brilliant show for Mumbai against Karnataka, but unfortunately it wasn't really enough as Mumbai lost to Karnataka in their Vijay Hazare Trophy opener. Now, if we talk about Shreyas Iyer's performance here, he scored a breathtaking 100, an unbeaten 100 of just 55 balls, which included a total of 10 sixes. And let's just look at the strike rate here. It's over 200. He batted at number 4. He batted at full tilt and showed that he's ready as far as India's Champions Trophy chances are concerned. So once again, he's probably going to occupy that middle order slot in the Champions Trophy. But then what he'll have to continue to do in the Vijay Hazare Trophy is to put on those strong shows. And why do I say that? Because now Rishabh Pant has returned, and only 2 of the 3 players in Shreyas, KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant will occupy those places in India's middle order that's actually stacked with a lot of options. So with Shreyas Iyer, he's gotten off to a good start and he just needs to continue it. Well, moving on to Ishan Kishan, well, he may not be in the reckoning for the Champions Trophy, but then he did get off to a good start for his state side Jharkhand, but then he couldn't really get going, scored a quick fire 27 of just 29 balls at a strike rate of 93 with a total of 3 boundaries and 1 6. Well, he also kept wickets for them, took a couple of catches, did well against Assam, guided his side to victory, but then as far as his individual contribution is concerned, it wasn't really up to the mark. Now, India already have a lot of options as far as their top order is concerned. You already have Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli. There is a certain Yashasvi Jaiswal waiting in the wings, and same can be said about Sanju Samson too. So for Ishan Kishan to force his way back into the reckoning, he needs those daddy hundreds. Well, moving on to Shivam Dube here, he did put on an all-round show, but then just like Shreyas Iyer's performance, it wasn't really enough against Karnataka, who chased a massive 380 odd with rather ease. Well, Shivam Dube, he scored a blistering 63, an unbeaten 63 of just 36 balls, which included a total of 5 sixes and as many 4s at a strike rate of 175. And with the ball, he didn't really do well. Well, in fact, in the game against Mumbai and Karnataka, none of the bowlers actually did well or weren't really up to the mark. But then Shivam Dube, the encouraging sign is that ever since he has returned from his neck injury, he showed good fitness, was at the crease for some time, and even bowled a total of 6 overs. Now, what he really needs to do here is that he needs to be consistent with his performances, specifically with the white cherry, primarily because there is a certain Hardik Pandya and Nitish Kumar Reddy who would also be gunning for that all-rounder slot as far as India's middle order places are concerned. There's also Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel for that matter. Now, whether he's really able to make the cut as far as India's 11 or India's ODI 11 is concerned, well, that's anyone's guess. Well, Anmolpreet here, he definitely is not in the reckoning for an India place, but then he scored the fastest ton by an Indian in List A cricket today against Arunachal Pradesh when he scored an unbeaten 115 of just 45 balls, which included a total of 9 sixes at an awe-inspiring strike rate of 256. So he basically scored the fastest turn by an Indian in List A cricket and 3rd fastest overall. He's only behind Australia's Jake Fraser-McGurk, who got to the landmark in 29 balls. AB de Villiers is second, who reached the milestone in 31 balls, and Anmolpreet, he reached the 3-figure mark in 35 balls. Now, what he also needs to do is that he needs to, put on those consistent performances, but then an India place looks very far because currently there are many contenders ahead of him. But as of now, in the Vijay Hazare Trophy opener between Punjab and Arunachal Pradesh, well, Punjab did well. They managed to seal an easy victory, all thanks to Anmolpreet's record-breaking ton. Now let's move on to the bowlers now. Well, Mukesh Kumar, he has been in the thick of things, so he has been in and around the Indian team, and now he was also a part of the reserves for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Now as far as his performance in the VHT opener is concerned, well, he took a total of 4 wickets for Bengal versus Delhi, and that proved to be instrumental in Bengal's victory over Delhi. Here he took 4 for 66, which included 1 maiden. Yes, it's an expensive spell, but then in ODI cricket, for that matter, wickets are key, and that's what he was able to bring for his state side. And last but not the least is Avesh Khan, who actually impressed for India in the ODI series that they played against South Africa later in 2023. Well, he finished with a total of 3 for 21 with a total of 3 maidens against Bihar while playing for Madhya Pradesh. An easy win for Madhya Pradesh in their Vijay Hazare Trophy opener. Now he has also been in and around the Indian team just like Mukesh Kumar, and what he really needs to do is that he needs to be consistent with his performances, and if he can really do well, he could very well be in the reckoning as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned. You may or may not need a lot of pace bowlers for that 50-over tournament that's probably going to take place in Dubai as far as India's matches go, but then he can still be a very valuable reserve or even potent backup option. Now that's how things stand as far as the Vijay Hazare Trophy opening matches are concerned. Shreyas has done well, so has Shivam Dube, but then what they really need more are those match-winning performances, because come the Champions Trophy, there's a good chance that Shreyas Iyer, if he continues to do well, he might just make the India 11. He would probably be there in the squad, but if he needs to be a part of India's 11 consistently, he needs those big hundreds, and that's how he'll be able to force his way back into the other 2 formats too. Now, what do you think about the performances of some of the Indian players in the Vijay Hazare Trophy opening matches? And do you think that the likes of Shreyas Iyer, Shivam Dube, and Anmolpreet Singh, for that matter, can continue their good show? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.